Good morning. Welcome to another one of Drew's book reviews. So today's book is going to be on A Crown Imperiled by Raymond Feist. Now, this is actually the second book in the Chaos War trilogy within the world of Midkemia created by Raymond Feist. Actually been quite a while since I read the first book in the series. I don't think I actually have a video review on the first book in the Chaos War. I might. I can't remember. You'll have to check the Raymond Feist playlist on this channel to check on that. Or alternately, there is my WordPress site where I have all my written reviews from when I first started doing this whole book blogging review thing. Definitely check that out as for the first review of the Chaos Wars. Anyway, so we've got the second book going here, and let me just talk a little bit about Midkemia first. So Midkemia is this world in which our main wizard, main sorcerer, magic user Pug derives from. Now he kind of travels between worlds, and throughout the many books within the world of Midkemia, he's trying to balance the powers of magic on multiple worlds, and kind of goes through how these different worlds within this universe interact with each other. And Pug is kind of doing the balancing act. He's really old. Nobody quite knows just how old. Thought to be a couple centuries old himself, so he's long lived. And he travels between worlds quite regularly, and is known by different names on different worlds within the universe in which Midkemia exists. So this being the second book of the Chaos War series, what we're looking at is right now the entire world of Midkemia is being torn apart by war. Kingdoms are fighting kingdoms, realms are being ripped apart, elves versus elves, elves versus men, men versus men, men versus elves. Everything is just in complete and utter chaos, and there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason for what is happening, for the wars that are going on. None of it just makes sense, and it is suspected that there is some kind of underlying evil force or enemy that is manipulating the politics of the world in order to bring about these chaotic wars for its own advantage, because there certainly doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to what's going on. So essentially, what we have here is got a few things going on. Of course, we've got Jim Dasher and his spy network is being essentially dismantled and destroyed, can no longer be trusted. Palace coups threaten to topple thrones of Roldum and Rillian. Lord Hell of Crydy, a championship swordsman, and Ty Hawkins are trying to smuggle Princess Stephanie and Lady Gabriella out of Roldum into safety because their lives are at risk, but nowhere seems to be safe for anybody. And that's essentially the gist of this particular book, this book within the series itself. As chaos is everywhere. And while most of the story itself doesn't actually revolve around Pug and what he is up to, his story is probably my favorite aspect within this book, of what he's up to within this book. So he has found this nation of Pantathians. They are essentially the lizard men, the serpent priests of the world, and they are the ones that have caused so much havoc and chaos in the past. But these seem to be a peaceful group of Pantathians, which seems to be kind of odd and unique for these people, and kind of right outside the norm. And he found that they are actually guarding what is referred to as Svengari, which seems to be this kind of mysterious energy-based force or creature of otherworldly realms. And he's trying to unlock the mystery of what the Svengari are, and what are they doing here, and what their purpose is. As suspected, it's possibly somehow connected to the whole chaotic reality of existence that's happening within this world. So his storyline right there, I think, is probably the most fascinating, best storyline within this book. That combined with the reappearance of Miranda and Nacor, Miranda being Pug's former wife, who who died in previous books. So she's supposed to be dead. Nacor as well, a very powerful wizard, also died at the same time, and so their reappearance seems to be kind of, you know, not circumspect, and they are there, but they're not really who they are. I won't get into too much detail, so just warning, might be some spoilers for some people here, but essentially they are demons who have been reformed in the image of Nacor and Miranda, imbued with all of their memories, and their feelings, and their past experiences. And so they're almost like infants, kind of relearning who they are. And they are now working with Pug to try and solve the mystery of the Svengari. So essentially, you got the world's most powerful magic user, the universe's most powerful magic user, working with these demons who are supposed to be enemies, as demons are always the enemies of mankind. So it's just a really kind of interesting mix of characters, and who's got to work with who and how all that goes together. I have to say, I have come to really love Raymond E. Feist's world that he has created with Midkemia and Pug and all that. I think that is just an amazing thing, and just I am really, really enjoying these books. Definitely would recommend Raymond E. Feist, The World of Midkemia, to anybody, especially if you are a fantasy fan like myself. I am really, really enjoying it. So those are just some of my thoughts here on Book 2 of the Chaos Wars saga, A Crown Imperiled. And of course, don't forget to stay tuned, because you could bet I will be picking up and continuing with Book 3 of the Chaos War. That is up next. So Raymond E. Feist, Magician's End, up next, Book 3. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, you can follow me on Instagram, and Twitter is where I'm most active. I do have a Facebook page, as well as a Mewe page. But really, Twitter and Instagram is where I'm most active. So don't forget to follow me there at Drew's Book Reviews. I will go ahead and put the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. I hope you have yourself a fantastic day, and we will see you next time on the next episode of Drew's Book Reviews. See you then. Bye.